every
Exactly.
single day. If you've been doing this more than 6 months and you're still not making full time income, then maybe you probably don't need to think I need something faster and go and try another new thing and go out and buy another new product and try something else and then give that the once over and try something else because it's not instant. Think about this. 2 months is a small investment where you could have already built this business and been making full-time income, and then you have the time 2 3 hours set up your emails, then you're free the rest of the day to pursue other things. But I don't want you looking at that time frame and thinking, man, that's way too long, so I need something now. I just really, hope this isn't harsh for you listening to it, but really, if you've been online more than 6 months or a year and trying different things and you're not making a full-time income, it's not the things that you're trying. It's you just really got to stick to one thing to make it work, and this can be that for you. 2 months is nothing, and even with all the other modules and trainings in here, it can be a lot less than that. Obviously, he showed you a way that you can do it, today if you really stick to it. So I don't, I don't really just don't want you to be discouraged. I want you to really just see the potential and the value of what you're learning here of starting a whole business that has the potential to bring unlimited amount of income depending on the work that you
Absolutely.
put in starting from
I
the very first day.
You're being actually very kind, James. I know you're you're saying I don't want to be harsh. I mean, you and I both know we've talked about this, and I think if people are being honest with themselves, you're saying 45 days or 6 months. I mean, we know there's people, and honestly, I had to look at myself in the mirror. I took a good long look for a while there
Hmm.
and say, just what you said. Okay, a lot of times it may not actually be that business opportunity. What or who has been at the scene of the crime both times? If we looked at this like a CSI scenario,
Uh-huh.
me, I was at the scene of the crime pretty much
Right.
every time I was involved in a business, and I had to look and go, is it something? Am I not putting the effort in? Am I? And it turned out, when I was really being honest with myself, I was being pretty flighty. I had that what we call the um, what do they call that? The BSO, and I always thought that was pretty funny because we have our WSOs, but I always thought the BSOs were the BSWSOs. Well, actually, it's bright shiny object, and I was very
Right.
guilty of having that affliction. And I won't say that I'm totally over it because I'm always interested in what's out there and what's new. But you know what? You made an excellent point. Take
Hmm.
something that works. We know this works and focus on that. And it really doesn't take all that much time. Do that. And you get that going, you'll have enough time to focus on whatever you want to do. You can go buy your other, things and do whatever, but have that one thing established. Have the one thing that you know really works. Spend an hour or two a day, send out, make the money. And I know people that are making way more money than I'm making.
Hmm.
They continue to build their list at an astronomical rate, and they want to, and they focus on that. Me, I seem to have hit a comfort zone, but I know what to do. So honestly, um, I got to a point where I'm making the money. I was able to quit my job. Here I am. This is what I do.
Hmm.
So I'm probably more, I'll be real honest here. I'm probably more comfortable than I should be, but I'm at a point now where I really didn't even think I'd be here 6 months ago. And here I am. This business has allowed me to do that.
Hmm.
So,
Yep. Amazing, amazing. And again, I'm not telling anyone to not invest in your education because I'm a big one to say I buy everyone's course. I buy a
mhm,
ton of products, but I buy them in the topics that I'm already successful in so that I can get better at it. So
excellent point. Yeah.
if you're wanting to start a solo ad business, then by all means buy everyone's solo ad course to enhance what you already know and only to get better at it and learn more tips, more tricks, different ways to make more money and enhance your business. But don't let that be the reason to stop you from taking action, seeing this through, and making it work right now. But yeah, this shouldn't be, no course, if any course ever advertises this is the end all be all, you never need to buy another course. I always hate when I see that on the sales page, you never buy another course because even the millionaires who are, selling the $1,000 course, they still buy other people's courses. They still buy other people's books because no one knows everything. You're always going to keep educating yourself. All I'm saying is educate yourself in the same topic in your business. This is a business you're
Yes,
going to be able to create. Educate yourself to get better in your business because it is an asset you're building that will last you for the rest of your life if you treat it right. So, sorry we did go off on a little tangent again. I just want you to see how important this is. So, we were going to talk about making the money, and we gave one small tip of how he did it within this time, and that was simply going to the Skype groups that you should have already in that helped you build your list, and the Facebook groups, and saying, "Hey, guess what? Um, I have a solo ad for sale," and doesn't have to be more complicated than that. You don't even really have to dig more into it. There is no golden nugget. There is no deep secret that you think you need to go out and search and now buy another solo ad course to try to figure out is there another way to make the money. They're really, if you want to get going as fast as possible, it's as simple as that. Go to where people are looking and tell them you have a service. Go where people are
absolutely,
and put your service
absolutely.
in front of them. So on top of, so in this 45 days, he bought a list, did nothing. Now he has this list. Hey, guess what? Today I have a list of 3,000 people. List was built for him. He went to a Skype group, posted a message saying I'm selling a list, and you were in business.
I'll tell you what I didn't even have for the longest period of time. And when I say longest period of time, it was probably 3 months. And it was a sales page. People talk about a sales page. I did this business and was very successful without even having a sales page. You're basically in the Skype rooms making the transaction, talking to people. You give them your PayPal address. They pay you directly. Not a problem. Now, it's another thing that would be a good thing to have, have a sales page put up, and we'll talk about that certainly, or I can have that in the list in the resources section. But a sales page is a good thing, and we want to put our testimonials on there. So
Mm-hmm.
once again, I discussed about that when I was very first in the business talking to people. Gee, I don't have any. I'm building them up. Um, you can do that for a long time. You can do that, and it's not a problem. You're dealing with people. They see your name in there. They know you. You're That's how the money's made. You have a product that they want, and yeah, it's again, James, as simple as that. I don't want to oversimplify it, but it's as simple as that. All these other things are kind of extras. Put
Right.
the sales page up. There's I'll tell you what, there's other tactics I'll share um, on how to monetize your list, even if you don't sell a solo ad one particular day. If for some reason just nobody happens to be buying, which is very rare,
Mm-hmm.
you may run into that day. But yeah, there's other things you can do with that list. Again, you're in control. You've got this asset that's an awesome asset to have. It's a moneymaker for you.
Mm-hmm.
And
So look for that in the bonus modules of other ways to monetize. Right now, you can always stick with the easiest and first thing to do is get your list built, go to the forum, say you're selling clicks. Simple as that. There's not much else to it.
if I'll just butt in for one quick
Go
second.
for it.
If there's a secret at all, it's, and this is what a lot of people just don't do. I mean, we're going back and I'm repeating myself. Make that list. The list is so important, so
Mm-hmm.
important. Even if you do end up doing the list brokering where you're selling clicks for other people, and that's great for immediate income. And again, I know I've said a similar thing before. Make the list on your own. You're going to have the power at that point. People talk about search engine optimization, SEO, and how important that is to a lot of businesses. You're going to work away from Google. You'll never rely on SEO. It'll be your own list that you have a relationship with to some degree, to the degree that you want it to have. It's your power is in that list.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that often enough. Do it, and do it from minute one is what I would say is start getting that list going. That's so important to your business and beyond, to the solo ad business and beyond.
Mm-hmm. So besides the bonus modules, we're going to talk about other different ways to monetize. Um, were you solely in the beginning just selling them just straight up from the Skype rooms? Is that all you did, or was there any other ways? I'm talking about those first days. Now that you got your list, those after the 45 days, you're making your first sales.
That's
Uh,
absolutely all I did, James. And it's not what I would say to do right now because there's just so many other ways of doing it. Why would you not? But that was absolutely my income for the first 3 to 4 months was solely from the Skype rooms, not even Facebook.
Wow.
Um, yeah, not even Facebook at all because there's again similar rooms on Facebook, probably even many more times. But the Skype rooms are active. They're active. There's people there looking to buy and sell, and you're right in the middle of it. So I
Wow.
just I keep using the example of the stream. It's there. The clicks are flowing. The money's flowing. Get in there. Why would you not? You're, so no secret there. Go to where it is, and it is there. So Skype, definitely add the Facebook, and I'll have a whole list of Skype and Facebook rooms for you. There's other things out there that I've done along the way, which are great, and there are some paid resources. You can get into these solo ad marketplaces, and
Hmm.
I'll give a few of those that have been really good. They're marketplaces where that's just what it is. People go there. It's like a Craigslist for specifically solo ads, and you go there and find somebody. The clicks are this much, and you can deliver them on this particular day, and they click it because that's what they want to buy, and they just bought an ad from you, bought a mailing from you, and that's great. It's another way of having it's like having a salesperson out there for you.
Hmm.
I don't have to do anything about that, and I look at my PayPal and I just made a sale because I'm on that particular directory. So
Hmm.
I'm on a few of those. I've got my sales page up, which, and I'll tell you too, which we can get into. I can talk about. I'm on a couple of other lists, and I can talk about how to get on these particular lists. But again, it's all having different fingers out there in the web that are just bringing money in for you, bringing in people. If I don't know how much you wanted to get into on this particular module here, but
Yeah, no, no, no.
there's
We want to. I want to cover those in the bonuses. So these other topics you guys are looking at, check the bonus tabs and check often because as I said they're going to be keep being added to it and refreshing, and we'll try to make sure we send an email out as new stuff comes in. But if not, make sure you're just checking back because these new modules will continue to add as people ask, as you ask your questions, and we find out what more you want to learn. But we do want you to know everything you need to know will be found here. But don't overcomplicate it. Really think about the power of what he just told you. If you're thinking about starting a business and you want to get into solo and start it up that fast, don't complicate it. Don't add too many moving parts. Think about this. Buy a list. This is a simple three-step process. Buy a list. Or wait, no, there's only two steps. Buy a list and list it for sale in the Skype group. That's all he did, and he made full time income. Think about that again. I gotta say it again. He bought a list, went and paid money, bought a list. To me, it doesn't even matter what he paid for that list because I'm sure it already paid for itself. Whether you paid $50 for a list or 500 for a list, if you're making $200 a day selling that, I mean, even if you paid 1,000 uh, for your first list, that's making you 200 a day. What is that? 5, 6, 7 days, 5 days before you're back into the positive. A week
yeah,
from $1,000 investment to make your money back by posting a simple message in a Skype group. So buy
yep,
a list
yep.
and then sell the clicks in a Skype group. That's all he did. So for the case study portion of this, of what he did, which is what this stuff works is all about, is showing you exactly what someone really did, no theory. That's what he did. That's the whole story. There's nothing else to it. Don't overthink it. Buy a list. Join the Skype
I
groups. Everything is here for you. Join the Skype groups, one's from his list. Post a simple message, go on there 5 seconds, and say, "Hey, I'm selling clicks. Who needs them?" Um, and that's
yeah, I
it.
do
And
want
you're
to
in business.
apologize that I didn't make this more complicated.
Yeah, I know people are
I really
looking.
should have made it more complicated for
Yeah,
you, so
people
you
are
can go,
looking
oh
for
yeah.
that, and I know there's going to be some people turned off because they're going to go, "That's too easy. I need to learn some more." And there's people who are going to listen to this recording and go right out and search for another program and try to buy something else because they think they need to learn more, and you really don't. At this point, get it going. It doesn't have to be
Well, I think if
perfect.
nothing else, I've given an example of it. This is truly one of those cases where if I can do it, you can do it. You don't have to be anybody really persuasive or, have a huge Einstein intellect to get out there and do this. You're just hopping into where, again, I'm going to repeat it, where it is, where the people are asking for clicks and where people are spending money already. You're not getting in and twisting arms to do anything. You're just hopping in and providing what they're looking for.
Exactly.
It's pretty
So
amazing stuff. What a
it
concept.
it
Yeah.
is, and I want to thank you, Dan, for coming in and sharing us with your method of what really works and how you were able to, in less than 45 days, create full-time income with a brand new business. What you have, it's not a gimmick. It's not some tactic. It's not some viral thing you're trying to create a website and work on something that can be shut down tomorrow. No, you built a full-time business 45 days, literally without any work on your part. But he showed you the methods of the ways that you can easily duplicate this. There's no way it can fail. You follow exactly what he said. You will duplicate it. You will have the exact same results he did because this stuff does work. So, you have any more questions? Leave it in the comments and check out all the bonuses and all the other extra ways you can enhance your business. But I really, really want to get through to you. Hopefully, you follow through with what he said so far. You've already went out, bought your list, got it going, and you've already hopefully on your way to selling your first set of clicks by the time you're done listening to this. And so, if you have any questions for Dan, you want to see what he's doing, want to go ahead and give him your website, and so they can see what a good solo ad website looks like, or at least
You
yours
just
anyway.
you just want to see my face again. That's what they're trying to do, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's www. Of course, it's amazingsolos.com. Amazing Solos. AMAZINGSOLOS.com. And there's my website. I've been selling that for since earlier in the year. So, and that's been doing well. And again, that's the website. If I don't see you there, I'll see you in the Skype rooms or on the Facebook groups.
Yeah, reach out to them in the Skype, add them, say hi, and you can actually chat with them. You'll see them in the group. So good luck to you all. You know that you can do this. This is James Holland, Coach Comeback for This Stuff Really Works 4.0, this solo ad blueprint. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll talk to you soon.